Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with not an article, but my WrestleMania Night 2 predictions. So, just a recap from yesterday. I'm recording this before the first night of WrestleMania, so hopefully things don't change and my predictions just go haywire. But I haven't been watching WWE as much last year. I should have mentioned, I didn't mention this on yesterday's video, but I don't have cable anymore, so I'm not watching Raw or SmackDown. I'm not going to look on Peacock for it afterwards. All I do is watch like the top 10 SmackDown and Raw moments and NXT as well as What Culture's recaps of those shows with Simon Miller, because Simon is great. Highly recommend watching those recaps because he's funny too. So that's where I am right now. So I'm not really sure what to make of it. And just to, again, recap what I picked for night one, my predictions were, and you either can laugh at me right now or bask in my glory of how good I predicted everything, whichever one is correct. And I picked Jey Uso to become the new World Heavyweight Champion, the New Day to become the new World Tag Team Champions. I picked Chad Gable, who is, or I should say El Grande Americano, who is definitely not Chad Gable. Then I picked Naomi, Jacob Fatu to become the new United States Champion, and then Charlotte Flair to win the WWE Women's Championship, followed by CM Punk winning the triple threat match. So we are going to scoot on along here to night 2, if I can get my scroller on my mouse to stop moving around on its own. And we are ready to go. So night 2, we know the opening match is going to be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. I'm going to go ahead and say, is obviously a change from yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and say Io Sky retains the Women's World Championship. Get Bianca and Rhea into like a proper feud and have Io go up against, maybe somebody else. But I'm going to say she retains because, was it last year, I think, where Bayley beat her? But I feel like she kind of deserves to have a high-profile match where she actually wins something like at a WrestleMania, like to have her own WrestleMania moment. Rhea Ripley's had hers, Bianca's had hers, time for Io to have hers. So I picked Io Sky to retain. And the opening match of night 2, follow that up with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Usually when there's a team versus like a Franken team, like Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the actual team, like the Judgment Day folks. So I'm going to also pick Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to retain their belt. So night 1, apparently my picks were all about title changes. Night 2, it semes like nothing's changing. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. What are the odds these two never actually touch the mat the entire match? But I think everybody just wants to see Logan Paul lose, and this could very well be AJ Styles' last WrestleMania. I know he's talked about retiring before the age of 50, and he is, he's 48. He's either 48 or, I think he might have just turned 48. It was, I was going to say, either 48 or 49, but I think he's 48. So it could possibly be his last WrestleMania, and if it is, they're not going to send him out on I don't think on a losing bid here. But regardless, I'm picking AJ Styles to win. They have Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio, and I think I'm going to pick the controversial guy here. I think Braun, I like him in that mid-rung right now, but I think you could also push him up. Probably too early for Penta to win a belt, though he's probably like my second favorite to win. Finn, I love Finn. I think Finn is fantastic. I think there's going to be some shenanigans between him and Dominic, and I am picking Dominic Mysterio to win the WWE Intercontinental Championship, and frankly, I think he kind of deserves it. He's been one of the most consistent performers for a long time now, and I think the dude deserves a major belt and probably have a pretty decent run with it as well. So Braun, sorry buddy, I like all the guys in the match, but I'm picking Dominic to win. So my first title change of the second night, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I feel like Drew kind of deserves like an actual WrestleMania win and not like, was it last year where he won the title and then promptly Priest came out and cashed it in on him? Was that last year? I'm trying to think. Is that last year or the year before? I think it was last year. I think Drew probably wins. I like both these guys, but I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre here. Randy Orton versus the all-powerful TBA. We don't know who he's going to be facing. Could be Nick Aldis, though I'm not really sure because it seems like things were heading in that direction. But there are rumors that it could be Aleister Black making his return to WWE. And I'd like to see that. Randy Orton versus Aleister Black. I think we've had that before, but still, I'd like to see it. But I'm picking Randy Orton to win regardless. But if it is someone like Aleister Black, though, it probably would make sense for Aleister Black to win. You don't want to bury a guy in his first match back unless it's a really long match and it makes both guys look good. But I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to just pick Randy Orton regardless of who he's facing. And then the big one, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I'm picking Cena to win this. I think his record-breaking championship. So I think John Cena takes the undisputed WWE Championship. I think that's where the story's going to go, though. He hasn't been on TV a whole heck of a lot, so I don't know how much he's going to be there, or if he's going to be like a Roman Reigns, or he's just defending at pay-per-views for his last year in the business. Cody had a good run. A year is a heck of a run, so there's nothing to cry about, but let's move him away from there and see where the story with John Cena trying to destroy wrestling goes. So just to recap, my picks for night 2, Io Sky will go ahead and retain the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez will retain the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I'm picking AJ Styles, Dominic Mysterio to be your new WWE Intercontinental Champion. Picking Drew McIntyre to win the Sin City Street Fight. Randy Orton to beat the all-powerful TBA, and John Cena to win the undisputed WWE Championship. And I'm sure there'll be some shenanigans in that final matchup, but, Cena's still going to win. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.